I have an important question I'd like to address today. Which presidential candidate do you believe is capable of refocusing our education system on true fundamentals? Do you think it's Trump, Biden, or RFK Jr.? As a father of two young children, I find myself increasingly concerned about the direction in which our education system is heading. Like many parents, I want my children to receive a solid foundation in the basics: reading, writing, arithmetic, science. These are all very important subjects, and how is it possible that we're leaving them behind? And let's not forget that we need to celebrate practical trades and skills that will prepare them for real-world challenges. Unfortunately, it seems that our schools are straying further from these essential goals with each passing year. In recent years, our education system has shifted its focus from teaching fundamental skills to addressing a range of social and political issues that just don't belong in the classroom. They are complicated issues and they're important outside of schools. I just don't think that they should take precedence over the core purpose of education, equipping children with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in life. Instead of focusing on identity politics, our schools should be prioritizing providing a solid academic foundation and practical skills training. Don't get distracted. Stop finding ways to make problems. Just focus on the basics. That's all I ask for. One of the most troubling trends I have observed is the increasing involvement of schools in areas that are traditionally handled by parents. Education bureaucracies have become bloated and overreaching, attempting to assume the responsibilities of parenting rather than focusing on teaching. This shift has not only diluted the quality of education, but has also created tensions between parents and educators. Schools should complement, not replace, the role of a parent in a child's upbringing. I understand there are households that are struggling, and there are children who need that extra attention. I get that. However, again, we're not replacing the role of parents in a child's upbringing. We just can't do that on a school level. The expanding bureaucracy within that education system is another significant concern. Layers of administrative overhead have grown, consuming resources that could be better spent on direct student instruction. This bureaucratic expansion basically leads to wasteful spending and inefficiencies that detract from the primary mission of educating our children. We need a more streamlined and efficient system that directs funding towards classrooms, teachers, and educational materials rather than the administrative bloat. As we approach the 2024 presidential election, it's crucial to elect a leader who understands these issues and is committed to simplifying and refining our education system. We need a president who will advocate for a return to the basics, teaching children essential academic subjects and practical skills that will serve them well throughout their lives. Reading, writing, and arithmetic are the cornerstones of any effective education. Mastery of these subjects is critical for success in almost any field, and yet our kids are struggling, falling behind the world. Without strong reading and writing skills, students struggle to comprehend complex tasks and communicate effectively, which is more important now than ever before. Without a solid grasp of arithmetic, they're ill-equipped to handle everyday tasks that require mathematical reasoning, things that are important. Let's not forget science. It's equally important. There's a technological world out there that's ever expanding, and understanding basic scientific principles is essential within these fields. Science fosters critical thinking and problem-solving skills, encouraging students to ask questions and seek evidence-based answers. It's through science education that we will inspire the next generation of innovators and leaders. In addition to these academic fundamentals, we must also emphasize the importance of trades and practical skills. Not every student will pursue a college degree, nor should they feel compelled to do so. There's an immense value in vocational education and training for skilled trades. Plumbers, electricians, carpenters, and other tradespeople, they're the backbone of our society, and these professions offer stable, well-paying careers that are vital to our economy. It's time to put our money where our mouth is. Let's take our teachings, take our education system, and create opportunities for children to live successful lives so that they can accomplish the American dream as well. Let's find a way to celebrate the trades within our education system. That's really how you prepare people for life. That's really how you teach our young ones value and give them a purpose. Let's find a way to get practical skills back in schools. By reinvesting in vocational training programs, we can provide students with viable career paths that don't require four-year college degrees and don't require massive loads of debt before they've even accomplished anything in life. How is it possible that we can load up student loans on every 18, 19, 20-year-old and expect them to succeed? It's just not possible. Inspiring young ones into trades and vocational schools is an approach that not only benefits individual students but also addresses broader economic needs. A workforce skilled in the trades is essential for maintaining and growing our infrastructure as a country as a whole. To achieve these goals, we need a president who will champion education reform. This reform should focus on reducing bureaucratic waste, empowering teachers, and prioritizing direct student instruction. We need a leader who will advocate for policies that return control to local communities and, here's the key, parents, ensuring that education decisions are made not by people halfway around the world, but by those who understand the unique needs of their students within their own communities. Furthermore, we must absolutely resist the temptation to use our schools as platforms for political agendas. These are kids we're talking about here. Education should be about imparting knowledge and fostering critical thinking, not about indoctrination. Schools should be safe spaces where students can explore ideas, ask questions, and develop their own beliefs without feeling pressured to conform to a particular ideology. That's what we have going on in our schools these days. We need to be concerned parents. And I would urge every single one of my fellow citizens to carefully consider the education policies of the candidates that they want to support in the upcoming election. We need to look for leaders who understand the importance of the basics: reading, writing, arithmetic, science, and trades. We need to support candidates who are committed to reducing that bureaucratic overreach and giving the power back to the parents. We need to have teachers who want to focus on direct student instruction in their associated topics. Nothing outside of that. I don't need a political agenda in a classroom. I just need to find an advocate for the return to an education system that prepares children for the real world, equipping them with skills that they will need to succeed. It's pretty easy, but we've lost our way. Our children deserve the best education that we can provide. So let us come together and demand the changes necessary to ensure that our schools once again fulfill their primary purpose. This is not something that should be difficult. It shouldn't be hard for both sides to come across the aisle, shake hands, and understand that we need to invest ourselves in the youngest people in this country so that our future may be successful, may be bright, and that our kids can once again have a great chance at the American dream.